Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review Free to a Bad Home. And this is a new horror anthology film from the Hale brothers, Cameron and Scott. And they wrote and directed this film that focuses on a widow, a thief, and an addict whose lives are changed by a box of cursed objects brought about by a creepy, well, her presence is creepy, her appearance is not, of this strange demon who, some kind of entity that is bringing a curse upon them. And there's atmosphere. I'll at least say that. In the one addict story, the music from Dave Howe and Justin Miller has a lot of atmosphere. There's some good cinematography there with the neon lights and stuff like that. Kind of matches with the poster that they have of this film, which seems pretty cool. It's the kind of thing where it's like, it feels cool, the slow-mo, the neons, the do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do, and you just have like this dance score, and it has atmosphere, and then people start throwing up on people, and, you know, really cheap-looking practical murder effects, and skin being pulled, and all kinds of stuff like that. And it just gets grotesque and disgusting out of nowhere. And, you know, you could tell this is low budget. And the thing is, it's like, that's not necessarily a bad thing, because there's a lot of low budget films that make a lot out of their low budget. This film just feels very, it feels inauthentic. It feels cheap. It feels like awkward when you're watching it, because it's like, you could see like a dead body, like a corpse there, and just like, they don't look like they're dead. And like those kinds of things really stick out like a sore thumb here. And this film, it's like, there's cool atmosphere, fine, but like the scares aren't particularly interesting or inventive or scary. And it feels like a hodgepodge of a bunch of things all smashed together, which indeed, yeah, there's, you know, there is an anthology. That's what it's supposed to be. There's supposed to be different stories connected thematically, and this is connected by this box of cursed stuff that keeps traveling between people. But, like, the editing between scenes, it honestly doesn't flow very well, and in the end, I don't know how much I got out of this. The acting is stiff. Besides some atmosphere and some interesting music and some bits of flair in terms of filmmaking, I don't know how scary this was, I don't know how thrilling it was, and I don't know how well it conveyed the themes of, like, you know, it's dealing with a widow, a thief, and an addict. There's a lot to dig into with those, and it feels very surface level and cheap. And in the end, I think this one is just one that's going to pass you by on VOD, and don't know if you're really going to be checking this one out. But if you do love horror films and you enjoy horror anthologies and you're the kind of person that is just like, hey, at least I'm watching a horror movie, you might get some thrills out of this. Give it a watch. If you want something more out of it, I don't know if this is right for you. The nice thing is it is only 80 minutes, so it's not a huge commitment either. But those are my thoughts on Free to a Bad Home. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.